Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Paul, aka the guy who looks like this at the start of a boys' night out, and this by the end of it. The finale for Falcon and the Winter Soldier is almost here, and throughout this video we're going to be breaking down our predictions, theories, and what we think will be happening. It's not like we'll get any of these right anyway, but full spoiler alert for everything up to the ending of episode 5, so if you haven't checked that out, then check out now. If you enjoy the video, then please smash the thumbs up button, and make sure you subscribe for breakdowns like this each and every day. With that out of the way, thank you for clicking this. Now let's get into our predictions. Okay, so a big question hanging over this series is who is the power broker? All signs seem to be pointing towards Sharon Carter, and because of this, I think it's way too obvious to actually be her. TV shows are pretty much built on the idea of red herrings, and she is very much this show's. There's pretty much no suspects beyond her that could be the power broker, and thus I think they've set it up in order to try and trick us. But it won't bloody work! It won't work! Now this is because she's someone who allowed Sam, Bucky and Zemo to go and interrogate Nagel, which, if he's the power broker's golden goose, doesn't make sense. She also went into a fight, which I don't think that the villain would do, and according to Zemo, the antagonist was around before he got sent to prison, which is when she was operating as Agent 13. So no, it won't bloody work! Now in the last episode we watched as she rehired Batroc to help out the Flag Smashers, and he stated he wanted to kill the Falcon. However, he's called Captain America now, so got you on a technicality there. Now though this order seems to be coming from Sharon, it may either be one of his own personal vendettas, or it could just be a bluff in order to get them to trust him. I actually think that Sharon will help stop the Flag Smashers in the show, and that she will get her pardon because of this. In a recent TV spot, we did see her walking through a car park with a red flashing light behind her, and this looked very similar to the one at the GRC headquarters in episode 5. Therefore, I think that she will be at the location working against them to win favour with the US so she can return once more. But it won't it might work, it probably will work. Now Sam might be able to pull a few strings, but it's not like anyone has helped since she's been away, so I think at this point she's taking things into her own hands and handling her business like a boss. However, I do think that currently she is working for the power broker. Sharon is very well connected at this point, and operating in Madripoor seems to have put her in a good place to be his or hers accomplice. Is it hers? I don't know. I'm terrible with grammar. Now as for the power brokers themselves, I think that it will likely be revealed as Curtis Jackson and or Dr. Carl Malis, the pair of which form Power Broker Incorporated in the source material. This dealt with selling superpowers, and it lines up a lot with the experiments that were carried out on the Flag Smashers. However, as they haven't been in the show yet, we can't say for definite that it is these characters. If I had to theorise based off the people that we've already had in the series so far, I would actually say that Val definitely fits the bill. In the source material, Valentina Allegra de la Fontaine was a villain that too worked in Madripoor. This was when she was helping to head up a group known as the Femme Force, which Sharon Carter also just happened to be a member of. From Isaiah's story, we know that the super soldier serum can also be extracted from someone's blood, and through this method it is possible to replicate it. Thus, her having a close eye on John Walker makes a lot of sense, as he's one of the only people left alive who still carries the formula in his blood. I think this could be why she recruited him, as the power broker of course wants the serum more than anything else, and thus her taking him under her wing is a great way to do it. We know that Val is going to be popping up in the MCU a lot more, and she's currently slated to return in Black Widow. Therefore, she could definitely be this high profile character, the power broker, or maybe not, you know. Now, they might be doing their own thing with her, which I probably think is more likely, but out of everyone we've met so far on the show, I think that she is currently the #1 contender. Now, I would love to see her go and get Zemo from the raft and have her recruit him. We saw in his cell in episode 3 that he kept a God's card in his Machiavelli book, and I think it would be great to see him in the raft then opening up said book and discovering Val's blank card. This was such a cool thing that she did with Walker, and for him to find one in his book would tease at either the Thunderbolts or Dark Avengers being set up. Now as for the plotline itself, I'm guessing that we're going to be picking up immediately after the ending of episode 5, and that we will watch as our heroes converge on the GRC to stop the Flag Smashers. Though we don't know what was in Sam's case, we know it's from Wakanda. Is it Wakanda? Anyway, we know it's from Wakanda, and I hope that it's his white Captain America suit along with some vibranium wings. I'd also love to see Joaquin Torres having fixed up the broken ones and then becoming the Falcon himself, much like how he was in the source material. Now on to John Walker, and the last time we saw the character, he was having his Iron Man-esque moment in which he was putting together his own shield. If you thought he looked like a cosplay Cap at the end of episode 1, then I can't wait to see what he looks like after a bit of DIY. In the trailers, we saw him handing out some vigilante justice, courtesy of Uncle Sam's most decorated douchebag, and it looks like he's going to go to the Flag Smashers himself in order to try and stop them and win back favour. There's been a lot of leaks of him kicking the crap out of them, and this scene is very reminiscent of Sam Wilson Captain America when he fought Sam in the street. Now this was done when the character got the mantle of Captain America, and Walker was hired to publicly embarrass him. I think it could be similar here, but I actually have faith that Walker is going to do the right thing and side with Sam. In Winter Soldier, he ran a therapy group for vets, and I think that he could very much talk Walker down from doing something stupid, like releasing a White Boy Summer video. You idiot, Chet Hanks. We didn't want you to do that, you moron. It was just a joke. Now the trailers also seem to show what looked like it could have been a funeral scene. I believe this might actually be Walker's, and potentially he will die during the fight. Now when I say die, I actually think that it will be revealed later on that, like Steve after the first Avenger, he's in some sort of deep sleep somewhere and is actually still alive. In the comics, Walker was apparently killed and then he came back as a US agent, so I think something similar might happen here. If this funeral scene does happen, it could also be where Steve re-emerges to publicly make Sam Captain America, though I know that is definitely going to be a long shot. Now as for Bucky, I think he's going to go to Mr. Nakajima in the closing scenes, and he will admit what he did to his son. This is something that was set up in episode 1, but it seems to have been forgotten about. However, in episode 5, Sam clearly showed him that if he wants to forgive himself, he has to get the forgiveness of others too. Thus, I think he will go to Mr. Nakajima, and this will be the culmination of his arc. I know a lot of people think that Bucky is going to die, but I personally can't see it, and I think that things will remain relatively the same as they were at the end of Endgame. Thus, Sam will still be Captain America, Bucky will be fine, and the pair will be ready to move out of Steve's shadow and into the light. AKA Captain America and the White Wolf season confirmed. Betting my entire channel on that. Well, actually, it was Beyond Epic who told me that, so bet his channel on it, the idiot. Now, obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts, so make sure you comment below and let me know. As a thank you for interacting with the video, you'll be entered into a prize draw on the 30th of April, in which we're giving away 3 copies of Zack Snyder's Justice League in 4K. All you have to do to be on the chance of winning is like the video, make sure you subscribe with notifications on, and drop a comment below with your thoughts and theories. The winners of last month's competition are on screen right now, so if that's you, then message me on Twitter at Heavy Spoilers. If you want something else to watch, then make sure you check out our breakdown of the Shang-Chi trailer, which will be linked on screen right now. We've gone over the entire thing from top to bottom, and it's definitely worth checking out if you have any questions about that movie. Now with that out of the way, thank you for sitting through the video. I've been Paul, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace. But it won't bloody work. It won't work.